Type of schizophrenia. There are several types of schizophrenia. Paranoid schizophrenia. This is the most common form of schizophrenia. It may be developed later in life than another type of schizophrenia. Symptoms include hallucination and other delusion, but your speech and emotions may not be affected. Hebepharnic schizophrenia, also called a disorganized schizophrenia. This type of schizophrenia usually the develop when you are 15 to 25 years old. Symptoms include a disorganized behaviors and thoughts alongside a short-lasting delusion and hallucination. You may have a disorganized speech fatigue to understand you. People with a disorganized schizophrenia often show little or no emotion in their facial expression, voice tone, or mannerism. At times, they have an inappropriate emotional response to the situation, such as laughing at something sad. That's called heavy-pharynx schizophrenia. Thirdly, catatonic schizophrenia. This is the rare schizophrenia diagnosis characterized by the unusual, limited, and sudden movements. You may often switch between being very active or very still. You may not talk much, and you may mimic other speech and movement. Schizophrenia, heavy-pharynx or catatonic schizophrenia, but it doesn't usually fit into one of these types alone. Residual schizophrenia. You may be diagnosed with the residual schizophrenia if you have a history of the psychosis but only experience the negative symptoms, for example slow movement, poor memory, lack of concentration, and poor hygiene, like that. Simple schizophrenia. With simple schizophrenia, the negative symptoms, for example slow movement, poor memory, lack of concentration, and poor hygiene, are most permanent early and will get worse. It is rare to experience positive symptoms, hallucination, delusion, and disorganized thinking, like that. Synthopathic schizophrenia. People with the synthopathic schizophrenia experience unusual bodily sensation like um, feel bad in any moment. So, unspecific schizophrenia. Some symptoms meet the general condition for a diagnosis but do not fit into any of the above categories. So, firstly, schizophrenia refers to a group a severe disabling psychiatric disorder marketed by withdrawal from a reality, illogical thinking, possible delusion and hallucination, and emotional behavior or intellectual disturbance. Like this disturbance lasts for at least for 6 months. The level of functioning in work, interpersonal relationship, and self-care are markedly below the level since the onset of system. Have a difficulty, their speech and behavior may frighten or mystify those around them.